Yeah, do you see the name there? I gave this video that name for a good reason, you know. It really gets annoying when somebody comes at you and asks you questions that are so, I mean, I don't know what to say other than people are so far behind on what's really going on. I mean, do you think the Bitcoin can save us from the dollar crash? Because we have the Bitcoin now. That'll save us. Huh. As is if the globalist does not have their hands on the Bitcoin already. Huh. And you actually believe, oh no, that's not part of it. It's totally independent. Right. That's a nice dream you're having. Should I pinch you and wake you up now? Or do I have to slap you to wake you up? The globalists have their hands on the Bitcoin and have had their hands on the Bitcoin. No lie, fact. Oh, but then they would have crashed it. No, not as long as they know that you're that stupid to believe that they don't got their hands on it. And they will allow it to stay just so they can laugh at your dumbness. Okay, next. Well, well then what are we gonna do? I mean, they're trying to put the New World Order in place. Oh, so you're gonna fall for that Alex Jones crap? That we gotta stop them from getting their New World Order. Yeah, we gotta beat them. We gotta stop them. We can't let them have a New World Order. The New World Order was established right after World War II when they gave you the United Nations. That's right. And remember when they gave you the United Nations, they told you because with the United Nations there will be no more wars. Because now we have a spot for all the leaders of your countries to come and talk and we can work out our differences so there'll never be another war. Do you remember that famous line they fed you? Well, they're correct. They have a spot for all the puppets to go. For all the puppets to go. So they can plan their next scripted act. So they can write up their next Hollywood script for you. It's pathetic. It's absolute pathetic. The dumbness of people. New World Order is already in place and has been in place since after World War II. But so many of you are sound asleep, you can't see that. Well, then I guess we'll have to. I told him, the only way to beat this is to walk away in big numbers, in masses, to walk away from their system. Just absolutely refuse to cooperate. That means military walks off and says no. Well, but then they'll court-martial us. But if 90% of their 80 to 90% of the military walks away at one time, Navy, Army, Marines, so on, they can't court-martial you. They'd have to court-martial their entire military and they wouldn't have a military no more. That's right. And they wouldn't have one no more. Where did they get their military? From us, the people. And you can't figure that out, huh? It's above your IQ to realize that they got their military from us, the people. Okay? It's above your IQ to figure out that the money that everybody's counting on, the tool, is owned and controlled by them. The tool is the root of all evil. That's no lie. That's fact. Okay? Oh, well, we have to beat them with the internet. You're not going to beat them with the internet. The globalists already have the ownership and control of the internet. Well, no, they don't. Well, yes, they do. This is more dumbness. More people that. And what can I say? You don't understand. You're not going to beat them with their tools. You don't think they don't have their hands on the internet? BS. Yes, they do. There's nothing they don't got their hands on. Nothing. They got their hands on everything. You're only going to beat them by walking away and refusing to cooperate in gigantic numbers. And I mean big numbers. And don't follow no more orders. No using their tool to live on. Walk away. That means their money gets burned. Throw it away. Burn it. It's no good. It's garbage. It's junk. No lie. Fact. Off the grid. Gigantic numbers everywhere. Military putting down their guns and walk away in gigantic numbers. That's right. Everybody in big numbers from all over the place, walking off their jobs, not going to the gas station and buying no more gas, not buying no more poison from your grocery stores. Stock up, excuse my language, stock up for a few months worth, have stock, and do it in big numbers all at once. Military walks off. People walk off their jobs in massive amounts all over in every single corporation, every single company, and massive numbers. No more cooperation. Learn how to survive off the land. Go completely off the grid. All the utilities companies suddenly don't got no more money because nobody's paying. Nobody's giving them. Nobody's cooperating. Nobody's listening. When you do that, you defeat them. But until you do that, you'll never defeat them. Never. In a million years. But I know that's above most people's IQ. Most people can't understand that for the life of them. I just had to have this little rant because I get so tired of dumbness coming at me that's absolutely a sound asleep, that thinks they're awake, starts telling you all this stuff and trying to argue their point with you when they have no point because they're sound asleep. You know, and most of the people that are sound asleep that claim to be awake won't go look into nothing. They won't go look. They don't use common sense. Well, common sense isn't common sense no more now, is it? Common sense is like looking for a dinosaur egg in today's society. Because the majority, I mean the majority of the people don't possess their own common sense anymore. They don't even know what it is. All they hear people say it, so they say, yeah, I have it, even if they don't. They're a lot like the doctor of common sense on YouTube. He's a joke. I mean, he's a walking joke. The guy doesn't even possess common sense himself. He possesses a fragment of common sense. And because he has a fragment of common sense, he calls himself the doctor of. Wow. You know, that's like, I'm an auto mechanic. Yep. You know how I know I'm an auto mechanic? Because I know how to disconnect my battery and hook it back up. Yeah, I could change my battery, man. I took two cables off and I looked, and this one had a plus for positive and this one had a minus. And all I had to do is make sure I put the plus back on the plus and the minus on the minus. I know I'm a mechanic now. I can fix your car. That's what it's like listening to the Doctor of Common Sense on YouTube. It's a joke. But I had to get this off my shoulders. So I guess that's about it. That's my rant. It's pathetic. It's disgusting how asleep people really are. You're not stopping the New World Order from coming in when it's already been established and here for all these years. It's already here. You can overturn it, but you can't stop it from coming in, being put in place. I mean, wow, what can I say? The dumbness just overwhelms me sometimes. Anyhow, nothing more to say.